Buddy, how's it going? Figured for the first video on my channel, besides my turkey footage from last year, I would do a little bit of shooting, answer some questions, tell you about my setup, just kind of give you the basics and the background of this channel. So, my little cousin Bray will be asking some questions that I've been asked, and I will answer them accordingly. Sorry about the cars in the background. They're kind of loud. We're in the neighborhood. I can't go to my archery shop because it's way out of the way. So, go ahead and actually, what I'm going to do first is go over what I'm shooting. I'm shooting a 2018 Hoyt Pro Defiant, or 17 Pro Defiant, 28.5 inches at 72 pounds. I've got a Cabela's 3-pin slider sight, a Bee Stinger 10-inch stabilizer with a 2-ounce weight on the front, a QAD Ultra Rest, and I shoot a Scott Rhino XT release. I'm also shooting a 415 grain gold tip kinetic Pierce, and it is rigged with a nocturnal lighted knock, 100 grains up front, and right now we're shooting at 30 yards, so I'm going to let Brianna go ahead and ask some questions.
Okay, so how did you get into bow hunting?
I got into bow hunting almost 7-8 years ago. I saw a DVD called Primetime Bucks 9 on the shelf at Walmart and begged Mom to buy it, so she bought it, and I got a little bow to play with and watched it, and I was just amazed by some of the deer these people were shooting and really wanted to do it, but I didn't have the access. My neighbor bow hunted, but he wasn't the kind of guy to take someone out hunting. So I moved to West Virginia, and my Uncle Kenny actually helped set up a new bow that I got and taught me how to actually shoot it. And he took me out hunting a couple times along with Uncle Jerry, and shot my first deer out there, and then came back to Kansas and shot my first buck, and 6 years later, here we are. So I'm gonna rip one of these down here real quick, see if the camera can pick up this awesome lighted knock. Go ahead and name down there the target, kid. Just a hair low. Next question.
Okay, why do you prefer bow hunting over rifle hunting?
Almost anybody can kill a deer at 200 yards with a rifle. I feel there's more skill in bow hunting. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with rifle hunting. I've done it. I shot a doe at 400 yards last year, or the beginning of this year for our antler this season. It's a lot of fun. I just prefer to get nice and close. And when you can get them within 40 yards, there's a natural feeling about it. Oh, that one didn't have a light to it. One of my knocks has a busted switch, but that's alright. I'm sure that went right where I was aiming. What's next?
Okay, who are your idols?
Who are my idols? So some of my bow hunting idols, originally, one of them being my Uncle Kenny. One of my first bow hunts ever, I actually got to track a buck he shot. It was a little 6-point in West Virginia. But as for major people in the bow hunting industry, guys like Tom Miranda, John Dudley, Cameron Haynes, you know, the quote-unquote celebrity hunters who are really just passionate about hunting. The Drury brothers, the Lakoskis, anybody that really knows what they're talking about when it comes to deer and or bow hunting. And then of course you've got Levi Morgans and all the tournament archers that I look up to for their technical prowess of archery. But I remember watching a 3D tournament at the archery range one night and going and shooting the next one, and it was a whole lot of fun. So I started shooting competitively. Wasn't the best. I still had a lot of fun. But now I've kind of reverted back to only bow hunting. But I don't have a problem with it. I love to bow hunt. I love to shoot my bow. Even coming out here just to do a video is a lot of fun. Wow, chopped that one right. What other questions we've been asked?
Well, one of the other questions is, what was the biggest deer that you've ever shot?
Biggest buck I've ever killed was last year's 2017 buck. He scored a green score of about 150 inches, huge, massive 10-pointer. Mosquito on my elbow. And after the shrinking period, I'm sure he went like 145 to 148. I haven't measured him again since. I need to get that done because I am curious. But that is my biggest buck, big 10-pointer. So, another question I'm asked a lot is what broadheads do I shoot? And this kind of stirs the pot in the bow hunting world. I shoot Rage broadheads, most recently the Trypan and the Hypodermic. I'll be trying out the Plus Ps this year. I like the big wound channels. I like the way they work. The new Trypan is made out of titanium, 39 thou thickness blades, thickest blades ever. It's just a really good broadhead, and a lot of people talk down on it because they say they don't work. The top guys in the industry aren't going to use them if they don't work. It doesn't matter how much you pay me. If I didn't believe in the product, I'm not using it, no matter how much you're going to pay me. So I believe in that. Rage is now an owner of Muzzy. Faradine, who owns Rage, is now the owner of Muzzy, Wacom, Nocturnal Lighted Nox, which you see down there in the Target. And they're products that I use and I trust. They've proven themselves. I made a horrible shot on a doe 2 seasons ago. I hit her way far back. She bled out. Big cutting broadheads do damage, especially when you make a bad shot. So, let's go down here and get these arrows. Bree, can you think of any other questions?
Well, one of the questions that was asked was, what is your most favorite kind of arrow or broadhead that you've ever used?
Favorite arrow or broadhead? I'm a huge gold tip guy. I've shot gold tip for many years now, and I'm shooting their Kinetic series, which I've shot the last several years, has been phenomenal. And I go back for broadheads with the Rage. These are those Nocturnals I was telling you about. Super bright. This one I broke the pin in, but that was my own fault. But personal preference kind of thing. A lot of people are going to talk down on it, but I've shot Easton. I've shot G5 broadheads. What else? I've shot a lot of different equipment until I found what I liked. I've shot almost every bow on the market, except for maybe Obsession and stuff like that, the newer bows. So, I guess when it comes down to it, I picked Hoyt because it was comfortable, they shot good, they're a little expensive, yes, but you're paying for the best bow on the market. So, when it comes down to it, I'd rather pay a little more for the best.
Okay, so what's another animal that you would like to try and hunt with your bow?
It's just a little low. Another animal I want to hunt, I really want to go after mule deer next year, antelope. I am hunting black bear next year with my bow. Super excited to do that. I'm taking 2 weeks off of work in October to go do that. Back in West Virginia. I want to hunt elk. I'd like to hunt everything, but I have to hunt within my financial means. So I might go after antelope next year before black bear. Who knows, if I get invited to go hunt mule deer this year, I might go. It all depends on the timing. Side by side.
Okay, what's your favorite weather to hunt in?
It used to be nasty, cold, cloudy, but now that I've learned more about high pressure systems, I really like a really cold day, I'll use an example of the buck I killed last year. It was 24 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. Sun was just coming up. We had a 30.4 on the pressure for the day. It's bluebird sky. In the video I did after I killed him, you could actually see how bright the sun was on my face. So that'd be my favorite day. Bluebird skies, high pressure, and a lot of cold. No wind. But it's Kansas, you're gonna get wind. There are a lot of mosquitoes out right now. Alright, what's next, kid?
Do you prefer to hunt in a tree stand or a blind?
I love sitting in blinds because you can get away with a little more movement, but nothing beats a good tree stand spot over a creek crossing or food plot. I've killed deer out of a blind. It's fun. I just prefer being up in the tree. You can see a whole lot more. You can't get away with as much movement, so it makes you be a little more still. And I don't know, it's the feeling of them not knowing you're right above them. It's really cool. I shot a doe at like 3 yards last year. It was really neat. That mosquito bite me right as that arrow went.
Okay, so do you like to go hunting by yourself or do you like to go with other people?
I love hunting in a group with people because you can set up a game plan with them, see how they're doing throughout the day. I don't mind hunting by myself. I will do it. I just, I like the friendship involved in it. My buddies Rory, Aaron, John, Justin, Jeff, they're a group of guys I hunt with, and every time we hunted together last year, it was a lot of fun. So if I had to pick, I'd hunt with people. Whoops. Alright, let's go get these arrows. But figured I'd make this video somewhat short and sweet, do a little Q&A. So we're getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. It's getting dark. I need to get rested for work tomorrow, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to inbox me. My Facebook, Lance Catfish Heyman. Look at that group. This is 30 yards. So.
Look at those lighted arrows.
Oh look, I broke one. I broke the one that doesn't light up.
That's nice.
How do I do that? Okay. Well, it looks like I need to quit shooting one spot at 30. So, I'll leave you guys with that. And thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. Also, go check out the Flatland Whitetails YouTube channel. I am a part of a group of guys that love to just hunt and have a good time. So, go over to that channel, like it, subscribe it, check it out, and we'll have more content for you soon. Take it easy. God bless.